We are back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us. Allison Fields, the veterinarian, with us this morning, taking your calls. Getting a lot of calls this, this time of year. Yeah. I'm glad people are engaged with their animals as they should be. Next up is Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hello. Good morning to you both. Thanks so much for taking my call.
Sure.
My situation. I have a chubby cat, and I absolutely love him chubby.
Chubby cats.
Currently in a debate with my husband, who thinks he is too chubby. And I am not quite sure what to look for. What are the warning signs for too chubby? I don't want him so obese that he's at a risk for diabetes. I want him to still be able to clean himself. But my goodness, is there anything cuter than a super chubby cat?
I know. Wait, before Allison answers, okay, so you established you'd say he. How old is he and how much does he weigh?
Okay, great question. So we got him as a rescue. He was malnourished at 6 pounds. I am happy to say I doubled his weight in a year. The vet still thought, hey, he's doing okay. So he is he's about 16 pounds, and he's 4 years old, and he seems happy as a lark. He loves to eat. We only feed him twice a day because I think if I let him to feed, he would probably blow himself up.
Okay.
I'm with her, though. I love chubby cats. I love chubby old male cats that lay around.
Say hello to Amy Irene, who is calling us from where, Amy?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am such a fan of this show. I'm calling from Minnesota. I watch this show.
Yes. How do you know this? You know her. Amy, that's awesome. What a great call. She's a friend of yours.
Amy, I think that maybe
I'm with her.
16 pounds, if we don't get any heavier, might be okay. Can he still jump on the kitchen counter?
Unfortunately, yes. And that's a great...
I love this.
I think that's a good barometer. Like, if you can't do that anymore, that's
right.
But the waddling and the boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Belly, it's so good.
It is good. I'm with her,
Let's try to keep him where he is because we don't want things like diabetes and everything else.
It sounds like she's feeding him properly and everything.
Right.
I mean, this cat just...
How much are you feeding him twice a day, Amy Irene?
I am feeding him 2/3 of a cup.
That's
twice a day?
Uh-huh.
Hey, what about going down a little less than that? Like maybe a half a cup?
Okay.
Just a little.
I put some water in it to try to make it go further because he just laps it up like he's never seen food before.
Well, yeah, this is the problem with the rescue cats. They do tend to do that. Let's go maybe somewhere between a half a cup and 2/3 of a cup. What is that, like 5/8 of a cup or something? I don't know. But somewhere in there, and let's try.
Okay.
Amy, you're awesome. Thank you for joining us in Minnesota.
I said hello.
Tell Sage I said hello, too.
Oh, love you guys.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
How do you know her?
She is one of my really good friends, one of her really good friends. So my really good friend was in college with her. And
now you just get to know her, and she's a big cat lover.
Yes.
And when I mean
she's super fun.
Big cat lover.
Big cat lover, yes.
I'm with her.
I have one. I can't complain. I'm not going to.
Is Gammon a little chubby?
Gammon has lost more weight since we put our bed like up to the ceiling. We got a new bed and it's very high, and he's actually lost a little bit more weight having to jump up onto the bed.
Good exercise for Gammon. All right, well, it's nice hearing from her. Let's see. Next on the horn is Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, I have a dachshund mixed with a red-nosed pit. And he eats so much. I feed him hamburgers from McDonald's.
Well, is that all? Look, you're gonna make Allison a little bit edgy here.
Either I'm being punked or you're getting ready to get in trouble.
Are you only feeding him hamburgers, or does the dog also have a good, healthy dog food?
I mean, of course, he eats dog food, but he loves those hamburgers from McDonald's.
Okay. And so he's gaining some weight. Do you think maybe the hamburgers might have something to do with that?
No.
No? Okay. Well, Allison, what do you think?
I think we're feeding if the dog is overweight, we're feeding the dog too much. Too much people food, too much dog food, all of the above. Yeah. So instead of a whole hamburger, maybe just a bite of a hamburger, and maybe we need to cut back on the dog food.
Okay, I mean, it's when an animal is eating too much, it's always controlled by the owner, isn't it?
Right, they don't have thumbs. They can't open the package.
So
they can't drive to the store. They can't open the pantry. They can't open the fridge unless you tie like a rope to it and you teach them how to open the fridge. But that's beside the point. I mean, they can't. So if your dog is overweight, it's your fault, unless they have some medical problem that is causing, like hypothyroidism, is, you know, you can't get weight off these dogs, or other problems. So if your dog is overweight and they like cheeseburgers, let's stop with the cheeseburgers.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Let's go to Teresa. Hello, Teresa.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
I wanted to ask you something. I got sick, and then my husband got sick, and he passed away. I have pancreatitis, which there's no cure for that either. Well, my son and his girlfriend, every time I turn around, they was bringing a dog home for me, and I told them I didn't want any more dogs because my dog had died right after my husband did. She was a little poodle, and, you know, I could smell her, you know. It was cancer, you know. They said it wasn't in her lungs or anything, but it was just around her breast. It was like knots with it felt like BBs in it. And so anyway, they ended up getting me. She's a part Shih Tzu and some kind of a terrier, and she eats like crazy. I mean, she'll eat all day if you'll let her. But I only feed her twice a day.
Okay.
So what is your question?
Well, what I wanted to know is they say she has tartar on her teeth.
Okay.
And I've never brushed a dog's teeth before. I didn't know how to do it.
Okay.
So brushing a dog's teeth, you need to probably go into your vet, talk to them. They can actually show you how to do it. They make special little toothbrushes for dogs. And the big takeaway is do not use human toothpaste in dogs, period, end of story. You need to get the dog toothpaste. We have artificial sweeteners in ours, and sometimes that is xylitol, which can actually kill dogs. So we need to, and dogs don't spit, you know, they don't spit it out. So you need to get doggy toothpaste, and they make these little things that kind of slip over your finger that have little bristles on them, and you can use that to clean their teeth. But your veterinarian should be able to show you how to do that if you can, you know, get the stuff. They may carry it at the vet. You may need to get it at the pet store.
Yeah, I bought some of that doggy toothpaste, and I'm going to start doing that. Like I said, our vet said we need to deal with Beetlejuice's teeth, and you know, you wonder how much of an effect brushing them. It can't hurt.
You're not going to really get any of the tartar off by brushing. You are going to prevent the buildup of more tartar.
There you go. Right, and you still certain things that they can chew on, milk bones, things like that, or no?
Yeah, and there are some dental chews that are a little bit better than the milk bones. There's also prescription diets. Science Diet makes one called TD, which is Tooth Diet, and the way it's formulated, it doesn't just crumble when they bite it. Their teeth actually sink into it, and it scrapes their teeth as they chew it. Works really well, used as, you know, either a couple of treats a day, or, you know, and you don't have to feed them that all the time, but you can, you know, do their normal food and just a little bit of the TD as their meal.
Allison, you're awesome. Thank you for coming on. This is a good show.
Yeah.
It's always good when you come on, but lots of great calls.
Yeah.
Sorry we didn't get to them all, but she'll be back again next month.
Yep.
Have a great day at the clinic.
Will do. Thank you.
Go save some lives.
I'll try.
Folks, I'll be back with a programming note right after this. Stay with us.